Hi everyone, this is Esmeralda Saldana. How are you guys? Independent consultant with Arbonne and Executive Regional Vice President. Thank you for being with us on our goal. I said gold. No, we're not gold diggers, we're gold diggers. That was pretty funny. We are gold diggers, our gold digger series. So thank you so much for being with us. I'm a little tongue-tied. I've been on the phone a lot today and doing training, so I think I've been talking too much. But anyways, I'm excited about today's training because it has a lot to do with how I have been feeling lately about my business, and maybe many of you will be able to relate. And also because I understand and notice that the fourth quarter in Arbonne is the biggest one for those who get into activity. Many of us, unfortunately, will choose to stand on the sidelines and watch as other people in Arbonne advance and promote and get recognized and bonus or what have you. And then some of us will actually go out in the playing field and it will be us who are promoting and advancing and qualifying. And you know, the very beginning of how all this feels, or how I've been feeling, is the word procrastination, right? And I saw a really good video that one of my sideline sisters posted about procrastination from Eric Worre, and it really, really hit home for me because I really feel that I'm a go-getter. I feel that I can get things done, but one of my biggest weaknesses or bad things about me and my business is that I procrastinate. I procrastinate a lot, and I think a lot of us do. Maybe some of you don't. Maybe you're not a procrastinator at all and you love to get things done right away, and that's awesome. I need to learn from you, but the reality for me is that I procrastinate a lot. You know, and at the end of the day, my day has gone by and I haven't done anything or enough, you know, towards my business to feel like it's moving into the right direction. And Eric Worre points out that a lot of times it could be the rebel inside of us saying, well, I'm not going to listen to anyone, even though we could be fighting ourselves, right? We should be listening to ourselves. And other times it could be laziness, you know, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel lazy and sometimes I just feel like I'll just do it later. I know I can handle it later. And, you know, it hasn't gotten me to where I want to be. So I know procrastination doesn't work. We know it doesn't work. Maybe it worked for me when I was at UCLA and I was able to pull A's the last minute from studying, but this is very different. This is a business, right? This is something that we have to always work at and work at in a smart way for us to be able to do better in our business, right? So procrastination is huge, and some of you may be feeling that, but I'm telling you guys, we really have to get out of that. And obviously it's in our mind, but a good exercise is this. How many of you are, how do I say, gosh, I can't think of the word. How many of you enjoy writing to-do lists? Okay, I know I'm a big one. So one of the things you want to get away from is writing big to-do lists. Okay, that's where the procrastination kicks in, because we start seeing our list and it's getting bigger and bigger and it's just for one day. And we know realistically that is not going to get completed. So lists are good, but long lists are not good. If you are a procrastinator, a good exercise is just to write down one thing. That's it. Just one thing that is realistic that you know you can do today. That it is a non-negotiable type of item on your list that you must get done today. You will not go to sleep. You won't eat dinner unless you do it. Start with one item and do that for a full week. Maybe it's today I am going to reach out to this girl who I've been scared of, or reach out to my friend on the other side of the country because I know she'd be great. Or I'm going to drop off that sample that I've been putting off and that my person said, yes, I'll try your sample, and I haven't sent it yet, right? What is it? I'm going to sign up for an impact because I haven't done it yet. You know, what is it? So really write down one thing every day in the morning, right? Just do it in the morning and then put it somewhere where you can see it and just complete that, because what's going to happen is we're going to start feeling good that we're at least doing something, right? Now, once you get that one thing down, add a second thing, you know, a second item to your list that you know will really help you out in growing your business. Let me run to the door real quick because I think it just rang. Yay! it's my Arbonne product. Woo! I'll get it later. Okay. So you can add a second thing to your list, okay? The point is that we try to do at least one thing and stay really focused. So that is the next part of my training, which I'm really excited about. Focusing. How many of you have a hard time focusing? Right? I mean, my friends know, my close friends know that they can tell me one thing today and I forgot by tomorrow, right? And those who know me well will tell me, Esme, this is what we're going to do. Put it in your calendar, right? Because they know, like, my mind just goes somewhere else. I have a hard time focusing. And a lot of us do, you know, busy moms, just busy people in general, doing a lot of different things, trying to get things done, and we lose focus. So the other day on our area manager call, we have an area manager who's going to go into RVP qual very soon. She's not in our nation. She's an adoptee from another nation that we brought onto our area manager calls, and her name's Marilyn Stevens. Some of you area managers met her at the retreat last year. Beautiful woman, awesome. She lives in Kentucky, just amazing, amazing woman. And they talk about this focus document that they're using to really help people on their team understand what type of activity they should be engaged in. And it is like a checklist, right? It's almost like a to-do list, but you check off that document the activity that you're in that for sure is income producing, that's going to help you build your team, but most importantly, that's going to keep you focused. Because I know a lot of us, we just have a hard time staying focused. Okay, so let me share my screen so that you can see this document, and I will post it after so that you all can have it. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. So this is the focus document, and I'm going to go through it really quickly so you kind of know how it works, but I think this is going to be really fun, you guys. And I really hope that many of you will decide to start using this document, and I want to be part of like an accountability group. So if you're going to start using this today, tomorrow, let me know, because I want to put you on my list of people who are going to be following this focus guide, because I really feel that all of us are going to do really well, and we're going to see a shift in ourselves and in our business by just keeping track of what we're doing and really following one course at a time until we become successful. Okay, so it's brightly colored. Thank you, Marilyn. We love colors. And it's called Focus, Follow One Course Until Successful. And it's split up into September, October, and November. Again, why, you guys? Because fourth quarter is the biggest the biggest quarter for Arbonne. And also because if you follow this in September, October, November, this is getting you ready to really earn the AIT trip, right, for next year, to get in a really good foundation to earn that, that vacation for you and a loved one. And it's also allowing you to get closer to earning the holiday cash incentive, right? On top of, you know, getting bigger checks. Who doesn't want a bigger check? Who just wants a check, right? Let's be really honest. Who just wants a check? And checks come from activity, you guys. There isn't one person on my team who can tell me, you know what, I should have gotten a check. I had no activity, but I should have gotten a check. That doesn't happen, right? When we're in activity, we get a check. When we're in great activity, we get a great check. When we're in excellent activity, we get an excellent check. When we're in life-changing activity, we get a life-changing check, okay? Our activity is accurately defined through our paycheck. So if you're working really hard in your month, you're gonna get a paycheck that is pretty much mirroring your activity for the month, right? So let's see what this focus document says. So up on the upper left-hand corner, it says, today, not tomorrow, TNT. Boom, it's like a bomb for us, right? If not today, when, right? So we got to start today. And then it's broken up into September, October, November. And let's go to the first row. That's light blue. It says schedule. Okay, so you're going to get points just for scheduling. Okay, for every one-on-one, you get a point. For every group with 3 or more people, you're going to get 5 points. And you get a bonus of 20 points if during that month you also presented to 30 people the full-out document. Now, the full-out document is Arbonne for you. And let me just show you what that is for some of you who don't know. They just call it full-out because it means you're actually doing it correctly, that you're going full out and you're sharing with people what the business is. So this is what a full-out document is Arbonne for you. Okay, so that's what they mean by full out. Are you fully sharing the business with people. And the only way we know is if we are sharing this document. Okay, so let's go back. There we go. Let me just get the bigger view so you guys can see it. Okay, so every time you schedule, and of course execute, I didn't say that word. Every time you schedule and you execute a one-on-one, you get a point. Every time you schedule a group presentation, a demo with at least 3 people, has to be at least 3 people, you get 5 points. And then of course the bonus points if during the course of the month, you actually add up to 30 faces. Now, let's say in your group presentation, in one of them, you had 5 people. You did your demo, you did the Is Arbonne for You document at the end, you went over the compensation plan, you did the scale 1 through 5 when you sat down with them to place their order, you asked them about doing the business. If you do all that, then the people in that group are part of your 30 faces, right? So that would count. Same thing for October and November. So you want to put your points, right? This is a point system. And the reason is because we want you to see that your points are related to the success of your month. Okay, so the higher the points, the more activity that you're in and the better activity that you're in and the bigger your check will be. Okay, then the next row says sponsor. So each PC that you sponsor with at least a 150 QV, you get 2 points. Each consultant with 250 QV, you get 5 points. Monica Murillo, you've been doing a great job pretty much keeping track, right? And you guys, in tracking is really important. I saw how you were Xing out the PCs and you were writing out your numbers. Monica, you can share with us at the end, I hope you can if you're not too busy at work, how that has helped you mentally, right? Stay focused and be excited about what you're doing and where you're going and how close you are. So this document is only gonna help with that. It's gonna help you track. Okay, so part of being focused in your business is tracking. How many of you use your mind, God knows I shouldn't use mine, use your mind to remember everything, every one-on-one, every follow-up, every DA, every person you have to launch, who you have to train, you know, orders you have to place, people you have to follow up with. If you're using your mind, not saying that you're not smart, it's probably not a good idea, right? Even the most successful business person has a way to track their business, right? They use statisticians to come into their corporate offices to track their progress, to track their success, to track their sales. We have to do it the same way. We have to track our business always. And a lot of us are not tracking. And that is a big problem for our business because we don't realize that we are pretty much like a rat in one of those little, what do they call them? Those wheels? I don't know. You know, those little hamsters in a hamster wheel? We are doing the same thing over and over again, not having success, and we don't even realize we're doing the same thing. We think we're doing something better and different, but we're not because we're not tracking. So we can't see what we're truly doing that's helping and what we're doing that's not. Okay, so we're going to use this guy to help us with that. So Monica, you can actually put in the 2 PCs that you have here, and you already earned 4 points for that, right? And remember, key is 150 for PCs and 250 for consultants. So then you place your orders. The red row, sell. I like this too. So this is already broken up for the month of September. So go ahead and track your sales for week 1. And you only get 10 points for every 500 increments of new and you. Okay? So what is you and new? You is anything you buy personally. Maybe you bought a holiday set. Maybe you bought a couple extra products. That is considered part of your new and you because it's for personal consumption. But also any preferred clients, right, that buy, any new consultants that buy product or have volume, their volume counts too because they are new. Okay, they are new to your month. They are new to your business for that month. So new and you is you, your PCs, and brand new consultants in their volume. Okay, so for every $500 increment, you want to put 10 points. In 1 week, you can maybe do 20 points because you sold 1,000 or you have 1,000 in volume of new and you coming in. Okay, but if you could do at least 500 per week, that's going to be a perfect way to stay focused. If you do more, awesome, but you only get 10 points per 500. Okay, then the orange row or yellow, whatever that color is, duplicate. Right? Duplicate 5 and 5. So this is specifically bonusing. Okay. If you bonus in your month, if you have 5,000 QV success line, right? plus 5 new PCs or consultants or a variation of in your success line as a district manager or in your central district or just as a consultant, you can now put your 20 points there because you get 20 points for bonusing. Okay, which all should we be at least bonusing in our central district? Did you know that is one way for us as leaders to know if you're actually working in your business? If you don't bonus, it means that you're not really working your business the way you should. So we want a bonus because that's how we know we are working our personal business and not relying on our team to do the work for us, right? We know that doesn't work anyways. So duplicate, you give yourself 20 points for bonusing. And then the last one, the green, personal business development. I love this part because I think sometimes we leave this out. Getting over ourselves and not allowing us to be in our own way is sometimes one of the hardest things in this business. We come into this business thinking a certain way, and it's hard to reprogram that and to really be coachable. I know for me, for a long time, I was in my own way. I wouldn't do certain things because I just didn't feel comfortable. But you guys know this. People who are successful step out of their comfort zone. We need to be uncomfortable. We need to feel weird sometimes. We need to feel, I don't know if this is me. We need to be able to feel uncomfortable in order to grow, because we know that when we feel uncomfortable, when we step out of that comfort zone, we are growing. We're growing as leaders, as entrepreneurs, as women, as men, as people, as moms, as wives, whatever. We are growing, right? So personal development is key. And here it's going to give you 10 points for reading one book in 1 month. If you read 2 to 4 chapters a day, you'll be done before the month is over, right? I like to do it usually really early in the morning or late at night right before I go to sleep. I don't do it in between because that's kind of work hours for us, right? So really early in the morning when you wake up, and actually it's kind of nice to do it in the morning because your mind's a little bit more positive, you're in a good state of mind, you're ready to conquer, but do it when you can. You get 10 points for that. And then here's a book that they recommend for September, Take the Stairs, but you can also read 3 Feet from Gold, which I saw some of you got your hands on, or Start with Your Why. I just ordered that on Amazon and I'm really excited to start reading it. So any book you want, something that's gonna help you with whatever you're struggling with. If you need suggestions, talk to your upline. They have they're great resources for these books. And then at the bottom it says, listen 5 times a week to audio trainings, like a Learn and Burn on the source of our Arbonne website. You know, Arbonne's website is filled with coaching and skills and a bunch of audios that you can listen to. And you get 5 points for listening to 5 things, anything, SoundClouds, Go for the Gold, Learn and Burn. There's so many different awesome things out there. Stuff that Eric Worre puts out, his short videos. So if you listen to something 5 times a week, that will help your mind reprogram, you get 5 points for that. So you can get a total of 15 points here or more, depending how gung-ho you go for it. Okay? So I love this. I really love this, you guys. So just to clarify this, if you are really paying attention, nothing here is new. One-on-ones, group presentations, sponsor new PCs, sponsor new consultants, increase your volume with your personal sales, bonusing, and personal development. This is what we teach all the time. So I am not changing a system. I am not introducing a new way of doing business. All I am trying to coach you guys on is focusing, knowing that you must get into certain activity, which is laid out here, that will help you have a great month, right? So this is why I love this document. Hopefully this will help you. Print it out, put it in the front of your binder. Don't put it on the inside of your binder. If you have one of those, it's in my office. If you have one of those binders that have the plastic front, put it somewhere where you're going to see it. Don't hide it, right? Put it somewhere where you're going to see it. And you guys, start today. Start building your points today, because tomorrow, Arbonne is introducing a brand new product. Do you guys know that? I don't know what it is, but all the people in Canada who are at the Canadian GTC are there right now getting ready. I think they're going to actually find out tonight what it is, but it goes on sale tomorrow for everyone else. All I know from our MVP is that it's freaking amazing, and I hear rumors about it, but I have no idea what it is. You guys, if you want to be on the upper hand of this new product launching, your calendar has to be full. right? So that you can share with people, you can tell them what's new, you can really get exposed with a lot of different people. Oh, sorry, mommy, it died. I'll give it to you right now. Go give me the charger. Okay, so, oh no, yeah, go give me the charger. So you really want to get into activity. I'm really excited. Like I said, I have no idea what it is, but I'm excited. I'm also excited for this Saturday. You guys, Impact Training is finally here. Our very own National Vice President Jill Bush will be one of the trainers, which I think is the first time. So we're excited. I'm going to try to get there really early to save seats for all of us, but it's still not too late to reach out to your sleeping consultants who maybe are inactive. You guys, 9 out of 10, this is what some consultants are feeling. If there are people on your team who've dropped out, 9 out of 10, they're embarrassed to reach out to you because they think you're disappointed in them, okay? I'm telling you, this has been my experience. So what you need to do is get on the phone and call them and say, hey, I've been thinking about you, and this is why. We have a really awesome training coming on Saturday. I know it's last minute, but if there's anything you can do to find a babysitter, you can carpool with me. I'd love for you to be there. It's going to be so much fun, and it'd be a great way for you to relaunch. I want to help you. I have always wanted to do this business with you, but we have to reach out, okay? They have to hear it in our voice. I've already reached out to some people from other teams on our team because I know they'd be great. Okay, they have to hear it, they have to feel it and know that you truly care and you want them to be there, because sometimes they just think like, oh, she doesn't want to talk to me anymore because I didn't do anything, right? And that's not true, right? Obviously it's not true. So we're still going to keep, trugging along. So please contact your people. It's not too late. Also, next week on the 23rd is our Spanish first annual Academia Liderazgo Multicultural de Arbon. Oh my God, and I'm speaking. Okay, I'll be training. Carmen will be training, and Angela will be training. So you have some of your own leaders that are going to be training, which is going to be awesome, you guys. So excited for that too, but we need to sign up. There's only about 48 seats left. So make sure if you haven't signed up, or again, reach down to people who you think have been slumbering and really needed that Spanish community. This is a great way to bring them for that. Also, another reminder, at the end of the month, I'll be in Puerto Rico. So start thinking about who you know here who may have connections in Puerto Rico. Great time. You don't have to know people in Puerto Rico, but if you know people here, think about who we can set up a one-on-one. Who can we do a virtual call with? So really think about that, because I can help you with that. And it's going to be fun. We're going to do like a little duplicate. Want me to open it? Oh, we're going to do a little duplicate impact training out there, not as long, but with very awesome information. So really make sure you guys are just reaching out to everyone. Okay, now as far as this document goes, I do have incentives in place, but I don't want to tell you what the incentive is yet, because I think the incentive here, the biggest one, is your check will grow. And I think we all want a check that will grow, right? And we want a team that will grow. So my hope for you is that you focus on the activity and you track. Just think of the word track and focus. Track and focus. Monica, if you feel comfortable, would you share a little bit how your tracking has helped you? I could see how you're really consistent. What has that done for you in the past few weeks? You have to unmute yourself too. Sure. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, go ahead, Monica.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm tired of coasting. It's not working and my check's not growing and it sucks pretty much. So like I posted on the Dream page, I do track every month whether, I'm actually working or, not really having presentations, but I've started to get a little bit more aggressive with myself and the way I am kind of presenting Arbonne now, because I still haven't saturated my my warm market, but people know that I'm Arbonne pretty much. So the last few people that I've reached out to, they've mentioned to me that they've seen on Facebook, how I post about the things that I'm doing and how I talk to other people, and like I take things. I always have my Arbonne stuff hanging on my, like in my hand, or like I make deliveries at work and I don't put them in a bag. I just, put the boxes. That way people can see them. So the tracking sheet that I'm using, it's just what you guys have taught me, every time to do. I think we had a training at Jill's house one time, and every time I talk to Monica, when we talk about our goals, she's always asking me, hold on, this is really, she's always asking me about if I'm tracking. So I have my sheet, and I think I posted an update last night after my presentation. So I'm getting there, but that's what it's kind of taken for me, is like, I have a team, but I can't rely on my team, and it's me, it's my activity. So I've got a couple more presentations already booked. So it's just talking to people. Yesterday, I started giving more incentives for hosting. So I gave a hostess gift, and then I gave her a gift for confirming people with me, like confirming the number of guests that she had. And then I told her that if she were to get 2 more guests there, that she would get a third gift. And she did. So that was pretty cool. And then I got a booking off of that, and I got 2 new PCs. So it's just your activity. Believe it, your products work.
That's awesome, Monica. And I love how you are incentivizing your host and you're coaching them. That's really important. And we can do a whole other call on hostess coaching that is super important, because just booking and confirming ones is not enough. That party will get canceled. So it is important to just kind of engage them and get them excited. So congratulations, Monica. I'm excited for you this month. Hold on. Go ahead.
Sorry. The other thing I did is, in reaching out to people, what I changed my wording a little bit, and I did use some other verbiage that you guys gave us, is that I'm trying to introduce Arbonne to more people. So instead of saying I'm in a challenge or I'm in this, because that wasn't working for me. Okay, so when I did that, and then I bought a bunch of the surprise and delight bags, and I put like 3-piece sets together, skincare sets, and that's another way I got another one of my parties. I'm like, hey, September special is you get a 3-piece skincare set if you have, at least 5 people at a demo, and so little things like that. It's working.
Those surprise and delight bags are awesome, you guys. You get $200-$300 worth of product for $25. That's great. That's really smart. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for sharing. You're going to have a really great month. I know you are. I meant to mute you, and I muted myself. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So you guys, just make sure you're tracking this. You don't have to use this document. It's just a great way to track. And also, if we're checking in with you as leaders, we can say, so how does your focus look? How does your focus document look? What have you tracked so far? What have you done? It makes it so much easier so that the conversation gets to the point and we're able to help you, rather than, so what's going on this week, So wonderful, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this training. I will post this on our Facebook group. I hope Thursdays work for you. Something just always came up on Wednesday at that time for me, and I'm like, okay, something's got to give. I need to switch. So hopefully Thursdays work great. I will post this up right now, the recording as well, and please make sure your teams are watching. Also, for any of those last-minute people, I know I saw some comments on people who couldn't make it to Impact this Saturday because of babysitting or something. Something that I feel that has worked is calling them and just saying, listen, do you want to go this Saturday? Wait for them to answer. How can I help you find a babysitter, or what can we do? Let's brainstorm about this a little bit. Who can we ask? Maybe just kind of jogging their mind a little and helping them see that this must be important if this person's calling me to try to get me to go. And I know these trainings are so valuable, and it comes at the beginning of the 4th quarter for a reason, because they know this is going to pump people up to have a great final for 2017. So see who else you can reach out to. Oh, speaking of Impact, lunch. Some of you had questions about lunch. So Jill worked her magic again, as she always does. We'll be eating at the Marriott, which is, I think, right across the street from where we're going to be at, because the other hotel, the Hilton or whatever, is completely packed. And she got us for $20 out the door. It comes with an all-you-can-eat salad bar, an amazing salad bar, chicken options, fish taco options, all you can eat. It's supposed to be a really amazing lunch buffet for $20. It comes with your beverage, taxes included, tip is already included. Okay, so $20 out the door. Traditionally, we always eat as a team. You could bring your own lunch, no problem, and still come and sit and eat with us if you want. So just make sure you have $20 cash. Makes it so much easier, you guys. Just exact change, $20, and we're all going to walk across the street and eat together because we only get about an hour and 15 minutes or something. Then we have to rush back to the training. Okay, so that's for this Saturday. Pass the word to your teams, please, and let them know so that they are prepared. The worst feeling is not knowing about something. Okay, so thank you guys. Monica, did you want to say anything? You look so pretty. No? Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Hi. Oh yeah, I put some makeup on today. Thought it was about time. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, you're kind of going in and out, but yeah, go ahead, try it.
Yeah, I don't know why my internet. So yeah. I just wanted to add, I didn't hear the whole thing, so I don't know if you talked at all about that, that challenge that Jill has posted on her transformation page.
No.
Okay, just because I know a few of the people that are on here, you guys are all doing it. So I think it's a great challenge. I know we've had tons of challenges before. I feel like this is different. I feel like the calls are different. I feel like all that. So it's a really, listen to the call, the multi-nation call. If you really are serious and tired of sitting where you're at, I highly recommend you listen to the call and do the challenge. What I love is that she is helping hold this accountable, which is definitely helpful. Accountable, but not breathing down our neck. So it's an easy thing. The verbiage is very similar to what we've been doing, but what's resonating for me with this, and all the calls and stuff that sort of Jill's been posting, is really being in gratitude and not making it about you. And I think that's part of what's been changing. It's like, let me really pamper you. I started doing that last month or a month or two ago, and my business has been shifting. It's really making it go back to basics, really making it about the people, pamper them. If it means a little bit more work for you, fine, you know, actually do a spa day, soak their feet or whatever it is. And it's actually working. You know, the verbiage is working because that's really the little shift that's been in it is that. So if you really want to push yourself these last 2.5 weeks or whatever it is, I highly recommend go on Jill's page, do it, listen to the call, tell her that you're in. If you're really in, if you're not, then don't worry about it. But if you're really, really in and you want to do it and you don't, and you're not going to quit, and you're going to hold yourself accountable to say, I'm not going to sleep until I've hit my 100-person reach out, then go for it. You know, whatever you have to lose. You know, everybody keeps saying the fourth quarter is always the best. And I'm going to be honest, it's never been my best, which tells me there's something I'm not doing. So I'm ready to do it. So, so that's all I really wanted to share, because I noticed that I think all of you guys that are on here are actually doing it. So that's really great. But if anybody who watches or listens to this video that is in the Bush Nation, definitely go on there and let her know whether or not you're interested in doing it. That's it.
What are you talking about, Monica? This will be your best fourth quarter because you're going to go into region.
Oh, no, I know. I've never had a great fourth quarter. So this is gonna be my best by far.
All right, guys.
And then next year, nation.
Exactly. Next year, nation. Okay, we went over a little bit, but I know you guys don't mind. So thank you so much, and we will post the recording up. Bye, everyone. Bye.